Mike Douglas is Michigan's retirement coach.
An unexpected event could throw your budget into total chaos in retirement. Nobody likes chaos. You leave the working world behind to have less chaos, I feel, is goals for a lot of us in this next phase of our financial life. So let's break down ways to avoid the chaos. I'm Heather Branch. This is Mike Douglas, certified financial planner, a.k.a. Michigan's retirement coach, here to answer some of the many questions we all have when it comes to our financial futures. We've got links posted in the show notes. You can also find us anytime, michigansretirementcoach.com, to connect to Mike and his team about getting to work on your own plan. So unexpected events are very real, as we all know. Anybody that has lived past the age of 2 years old knows unexpected events can and do happen. And in retirement, life does not stop. Unexpected events, in some cases, especially if you think about like healthcare, medical stuff, they become more prominent. So the Center for Retirement Research says, whatever your yearly budget is, set aside 10% of that for unexpected expenses in retirement. Do you agree with that number? And also, what do you see in your career, in your experience? What have you seen be the more common events that have come in and derailed a retirement budget? The common unexpected events.
Here's the best example I can give.
Yeah.
Kimberly and I like HGTV shows.
Yeah.
We enjoy those shows. But much like a Hallmark movie, you can basically write the script of how every single show is going to go. And it's going to go like this. They meet with someone. They tell you their story. It's a very sad story. And they're like, if we just could get our house right, then we could actually be happy people.
Yeah.
And like, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Then we're going to do that. We're going to, in 8 weeks, and what's our max budget? You can spend $500,000. Okay, great. We're going to use all $500,000 to get this thing done in 8 weeks, and you will be a happy person. Okay, great. And then they get into it, and they start tearing things out. And as they start tearing things out, they go, you got to come look at this.
Oh, no, everybody. Oh, no. What? The camera gets wonky. Cut to commercial break.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
And then they come back and
about.
they're like, what's the matter? Oh, I forgot my tape measure at home. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But sometimes there's a real issue. Yeah. Hey, there was termites. We didn't know there's termites. They ate away at all the floor joists. We have to completely rip out the floor.
We got to redo all the plumbing.
It's a major thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in some shows, like there's Jasmine Roth, we really like her quite a bit. In almost every show of hers, they always say, well, here's the thing. We have this contingency budget. And the reason we built a 6% or 10% contingency is for this crap that when it comes up, that we can deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like an electrical problem or one-off things, the contingency almost always covers it. But every once in a while, you get this episode where they'll say, hey, we've used the contingencies, but this is bigger than that. And now I know you gave us a max budget of $500,000. So we're already spending that. So the question is this, do you have an extra 25 grand to give us? Or do you want less joy in your life because you're going to get less of the things we promised you in the house?
Options.
And it's like, what are we talking about?
Right,
Like, how often don't you guys build houses all the time? But that's just the thing.
Yeah.
And then at some point they just make their decision and they go.
Yeah.
And then they make the best of it, whatever. But you see it all the time in every single HGTV show.
Yeah.
There's always an issue. They cut to commercial and they have to dip into the contingencies to cover it or go ask for more money. In your retirement budget, there are things we know. We know what your mortgage is. We know what your car payments are. We know what your electrical bill will be, your heating bill, all this stuff. And then I had one client who gave me a great statement. He said, the most constant thing in my life are my variable expenses. It's all the crap that shows up that I didn't plan on. Mm-hmm. And I've got this problem. I got that problem. And things pop up and nothing's cheap anymore. Nothing's $20 or $50. Everything's $1,000 or $2,000.
Have we gone down the rabbit hole at all about what Kyle and I have gone through since we bought our new house? And
no,
we haven't.
Like you and I have talked about it a little bit, but not on the podcast.
So Kyle and I had a fixer-upper when we first got married. We bought a fixer-upper. We were renovating it. It was great, but we just got sick of fixing it up. So we bought a house. We moved in 2024, and the house was built in 2018. Since we moved in, we've had to replace all the windows.
Hold on. We moved into a newer house because
so that we could avoid all the
tired of fixer-uppers. We're tired of all the work. We just want to move in and live a happy life.
We moved in. Since then, we've
people.
replaced all the windows, and we just finished replacing all the plumbing. Please continue.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. And it's always expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually, I mean,
The cost
we had
of
one night
things
where,
is like,
yeah, we had one night like 3 years ago. We come home on a Saturday night from a basketball game. We close the garage door. We go to bed, and we wake up the next morning to go to church Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And the garage door won't open. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm pressing the button. I can hear the chain thing wanting to go, but nothing's going. There's a little sprocket that sits on top that the chain wraps around.
Yeah.
Like a little gear, right? The chain wraps around it and runs. Somehow at night, that thing just snapped off. The welding snapped off of it. The piece is this big. It's a little tiny sprocket.
Yeah.
But without that, or a little gear, or whatever you want to call it, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm sorry. But it falls off.
Yeah.
It can't be replaced. We need a whole new garage door opener.
Seriously?
And then they're like,
They couldn't replace that one part?
They can't. It's welded in. It's critical infrastructure. So all of a sudden, we're out between that, and then they're like, well, your rails are 25 years old.
Might as well
I'm like,
replace
the
them.
house isn't even 25 years old. How's that work? But you need to replace these rails. You need to do this. You need to do that. $4,000 almost
I was
later.
about to say $5,000 later. Yeah.
And then he goes, well, I mean, while we're doing this, do you want to do
Want
the
a new door?
Heck no, I don't want to do the door. Well, these doors aren't insulated. I'm like, I'm not keeping puppies in here. It's just our cars. Like, we don't care if it's an insulated garage. That's what the house is for. Like, why would we need to insulate our garage?
Yeah.
And everything just keeps racking prices up. And that wasn't in our monthly budget. That wasn't in the plan. But you have to have contingencies to protect. Oftentimes when you're in retirement, now that's when you're working, it's one thing. All right, gosh, I'll do it. I'll move things around, but when you're retired and we go towards a fixed income and we put our investments in certain places to get us the income we want and the lifestyle we want, and then things pop up. How do we pay for them? How do we deal with them?
Yeah.
The problem isn't just the expense. Sometimes it's the lack of liquidity.
Got it.
About 40% of retiree households don't have enough cash to cover even 1 year of unexpected expenses. 40%. That's why a lot of the research suggests that you should set aside roughly 10%, because we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
I don't know the stuff that will go wrong. It's not if something goes wrong in my house. I don't know what will be the next thing to fail. So how am I going to deal with it when it comes? Reactionary, or am I going to be proactive with cash aside? Hey, this is why we did this, set aside, move it, blah, blah, blah. We know the things we want to fix and do on our own. We know improvements we want to make, right? And so like, hey, I want to put in a pool. I want to put in a basketball court. I want to remodel the bathroom, whatever. We know those and we plan for those. The unexpected things are tough, and retirees oftentimes are just paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
They are not proactively setting aside extra money. So I do love what this is calling for.
Okay.
It's a reminder that we don't know, and we can plan. And we, trust me, we are super, super big on planning, but we say this all the time. The things we don't know will show up. So we have to have a plan for them.
Got it.
Well, I don't know how much it's going to cost. Keep that aside. So if you need $80,000 a year to live off of, then we probably need to add another $8,000 to $10,000 on top every year for unexpected things. Now, if you don't need it, thank God that nothing broke this year. We're good. We can roll that $8,000 over to the next year and not have to set more aside.
Right.
Right. And then, I'm going to spend it. Okay, you can, as long as we have another $8,000 to $10,000 sitting in the wings ready to go. But I think that we just want to make sure we have that discretionary thing, because when you have, and we went through this, when you have, we've been talking about getting a generator attached to our house, like an installed home generator, whole home generator. But we've got a regular generator that we can pull and start, and it can run our house for the most part. And I think it was like a year ago, I was coming down. I was going to come down for a conference, and we were going to meet. And that morning, overnight, our power went out. So my flight, I had to leave my house at 7 a.m. to catch my flight out. And at 5 a.m, I get up, drive to the gas station, get gas to fill up, to do all this stuff. I load the generator with gas. I've got gas all over my hands, and I finally get the generator running, and the power comes back on as I'm sweating, gas covered, trying to get out the door to go to the airport. All of a sudden, I'm like, we got to get this in-home generator installed. Like,
suddenly,
the things that we don't know
it went to
come.
priority number one.
Yeah. And at the same time, I'm like, what if it had happened while I was gone? Now, Kimberly knows how to start the generator, and my parents live close. My dad would absolutely come over and help.
Yeah.
But what if we're all gone?
Yeah.
What if we're out of town and it goes out? Like how? And if I don't happen to check the Ring doorbell to see that there's no power, like just doing the things that you plan for and preparing for things you don't know.
Right.
So put some contingency aside. Rainy day expenses are more common than people realize. Let's see, what's the last numbers on this? Whether it's like car repairs and home maintenance, all that, about 60% of unexpected expenses fall into the category of the most common disruptors: car repairs, home maintenance, replacing durable items for large share. It's a lot. There's a lot that happens. You know, and again, it's like, well, the washer and dryer went out. All right, well, it's a couple $1,000s.
Mm-hmm.
My furnace went out. All right, that's anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000.
Yep.
Our drain field. Oh man, when we sold our last house.
What's a drain field? I don't even know what that is.
Okay. All right, listen, city person. Here we go. In the country.
Not scared.
Right? Here's how the rest of us live, right? The city people, you're all on your system.
How dare you?
In the country, you have to get rid of your waste on your own.
Okay.
Right? So we don't like have porta potties and backup trucks. What we do is you have this drain field out of your house. The stuff comes through, it comes out of a crock, runs out the drain, and it goes to your septic tank.
Yeah.
And your septic tank is down in the ground, and then it overflows out to a field, and there's a piping system through your backyard. It disseminates the waste through your yard, spreads it out, and runs it away from your house. So that way you don't have anything backing up in your house.
Okay.
We were selling our last house, and as we went to go sell it, the drain field failed inspection, which means that after 20 to 30 years, they typically just stop working and you have to reroute them or do whatever. And so we couldn't sell the house because in our county that we were in, it's a point of sale inspection and you can't sell it. $30,000 later, we had an installed raised mound system for all this, right?
So for somebody who's close to retirement and getting ready to sell their house because they're downsizing, you might have a $30,000 expense coming your way if your drain field's not properly working.
Especially if you're country hillbillies like us, right? Like that's when it can really happen. Not city folk, you're good. But those are the things that pop up. And we were selling our house at a big profit and we were excited. Luckily, we were able to take proceeds from the house sale, roll it into an escrow, and it paid for it, right?
Okay.
But the thing is, we just don't know.
Right.
And how do you cover those things when they come up?
Yep.
So understand that, build liquidity, build opportunity, and just protect. We know that stuff's going to go wrong.
Yep.
Yet we act surprised by it every time.
I know.
Right? So just don't do that. Like,
Guilty.
Let's plan for it.
Guilty.
And when it happens, deal with it, attack it. Don't kick it down the road because the problem will be bigger and more expensive down the road.
Yep.
So that's my advice for retirees. Plan for the unexpected, plan for the unplannable, because you can say, I don't know what's going to go wrong, but something will.
Yeah.
So just set aside some money and be ready for it.
Helping you to figure out how to build out these emergency funds within your overall plan is something that Mike can do for you. So if you're ready to start that conversation, not just about emergency funds, but about healthcare funds and just knowing your monthly income is going to be coming in consistently, routinely, and all the other financial channels that you need to have properly set up for your retirement, let's get to work helping you build out that plan. Visit us at michigansretirementcoach.com. We also have links posted in the show notes. Life goes on as you want it to. You want life to continue on in retirement, and with life comes the unexpected. So plan for it accordingly. Mike is here to help you do that. It's michigansretirementcoach.com.
Thanks for listening to Michigan's Retirement Coach with Mike Douglas. To learn more, visit michigansretirementcoach.com.
Michael Douglas is an investment advisor representative of Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Michael Douglas is licensed in your state, please call 517-323-7526. Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Michael B. Douglas, NPN number 9650939.